last week there was a blockbuster trade in the NBA, the Kemba Walker trade. Kemba Walker got traded to OKC. OKC got Kemba and the 16th overall pick, and Boston got Al Horford and Moses Brown. Boston and OKC also received another pick, but they're really not important at this point in time. But yeah, I mean, who do you think won this Kemba Walker trade? If you guys don't mind, I'll go first, and I think it was OKC.
Go ahead.
I think it was OKC because not only do you get back Al Horford, who I think was a good defender for them in their time at Boston.
Get back?
You're saying
they got back Al Horford.
No, OKC didn't get back Al Horford. They traded Al Horford.
No, Boston got back Al Horford.
You said OKC won. You messed us up.
Okay, Brody.
I think Boston won the trade because they got back Al Horford.
Yep.
You said OKC won the trade at first.
That's why you just got mixed up.
Yeah, I'll look it back. I'm not sure. I'll look it back at the film and see where I made my mistakes and build off that. Al Horford was a really good defender for Boston in his time, and in OKC last year he averaged 14 and 7, so he can still play. He's not a bum. Even though his time in Philly was really bad, now we're kind of seeing it was probably more of Ben Simmons than Al Horford. Because I think Al Horford in this Atlanta series would have been really good for them if it wasn't for Ben Simmons. So that's a topic for another day. Al Horford is going to be their starting center again, I believe, deservedly so. And now it's just about them getting a starting point guard. And I really love this trade because they got Moses Brown, who's 7'2", who has a lot of potential. And we had a topic about him earlier in the season on the podcast because he was having some really
23 and 22,
yes,
I think.
He was having
gave Boston 23 and 22.
He was having some breakout performances. Moses Brown has a lot of potential. And the problem with Boston's lineup, their centers, specifically the past couple of years, is that they have had small centers. Thompson is 6'9". Theis is 6'8". Robert Williams is 6'8". You even have Grant Williams sometimes playing a small ball 5 who's 6'6". They don't have any size at the center position. Moses Brown gives you that at 7'2". He averaged 8 points and 9 rebounds per game last year on OKC. And there's this narrative about him that after he got a contract, after he was done with his 2-day contract, he started playing really bad. But I checked the other day, like after he got traded, his last game of the season, he had 24 points and 18 rebounds against the Clippers in his last game of the season. So he has 7 blocks as well. So this is a guy who's a good shot blocker. He's 7'2". He's agile. I think he's going to be a really good impact player. And Moses Brown is probably going to be a better player next season than whatever that 16th overall pick was going to be, if we're being honest. Depending on who it is, because Sharif Cooper, Keon Johnson, if they fall, that would be amazing. But I think the Celtics won this trade, even though OKC is still set. 16th overall pick. They could have 2 picks in the top 5. Regardless, they're going to have 1 pick in the top 5 with their own pick. I mean, OKC is set. We know that. But the draft is a crapshoot. And I'd rather get proven players in the Celtics. They got rid of Kemba's contract. They got Horford, Moses Brown, who has a lot of upside. I think they won this trade.
I didn't actually have a win. I think both teams won. I think Boston getting another pick. Now they have their pick and another pick of that. Then getting Moses Brown, Al Horford, like you said, some size, some guys who can rough up with the bigs of the East. I think that was much needed. That was been lacking for Boston over these last couple of years. I think what they have to just get is a point guard. But I think Peyton Pritchard is okay right now, where they'll be okay at that position. He's pretty good, plays defense, he can shoot the 3-ball. He's a really good playmaker. So I think getting that, getting Al Horford back, a guy who can guard small centers, can guard big centers. He's kind of he's only like 6'10", and then getting another big and Moses Brown can kind of all right, we can kind of let Tristan Thompson go if he does decide to go. So I think that was good for them. And with OKC, I think getting Kemba Walker, a guy who's still a solid point guard to pair up with Shai, I think that's good. The cap really didn't hurt them because they still have a lot of cap and they still have a lot of money and they got a lot of young guys on their roster. So I think that was good, too. And they, like you said, they still possibly could have 2 top 5 picks. So this trade, I feel like really didn't hinder, or make them any better than what they were. I think it just made it was just an okay move. All right, I guess we want Al Horford off the team, and we just got Kemba Walker, so I guess that's good for them. So I gave it both. I gave Boston a win because they filled their needs that they needed to fill, and they got another pick. And then I just gave OKC. I didn't give them a win or loss because I don't think they won or lost the trade.
I feel pretty much the exact same way. I feel like I thought that it was pretty even. However, I just do lean a little bit more on the Celtics side just because, you get that salary dump in Kemba, where Kemba clearly did not have success in Boston the way that we all thought that he would when he first came to the squad. And I mentioned it when we had this topic the last time on the show. I said, you get Kemba to a small market squad where he really can be the primary ball handler. He could be the primary scorer. I feel like he could be successful in that type of situation. And you go to OKC, it's the that exact situation that I was talking about. You have him. You have Shea Gilgeous Alexander.
Shea swag.
He does have a lot of swag,
You
bro.
said Shea right, but you said Gilgeous. It's Gilgeous.
How do you say it?
Gilgeous.
Gilgeous.
That's
Gilgeous.
Nichols' cousin.
Shea Gilgeous Alexander.
Yeah. Shea swag.
I'll never get it wrong again. Shea swag. All right, there you go.
Shea
Now
swag.
I can't mess it up. So you get him to a team like, get him on OKC. You get him you make him the primary ball handler. Who knows? Maybe he could be the Kemba that we saw back in Charlotte. But you go to Boston, you lose his salary. You bring in a center, which was desperately needed. You get a guy who already had success with you, and on top of that, you get a guy who has such a high ceiling in Moses Brown, and you hit it right in the head. Moses Brown, in my opinion, is definitely going to be better than that number 16 pick that they gave up. But you look at OKC side, they had another first-round pick. They have 18 first-round picks over the next however many years, 18 second-round picks over the how many
36 over the next 5-6 years.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Now it's probably 35.
You can't make
34.
something like that up. So I like the package that OKC got, but for what Boston needed to actually be a strong contending squad, I love the moves that they made. You save yourself some money. You bring in a guy who's had success with you, and then you add some more depth to the big man that you really desperately needed.
I think in the East with Sabonis, Bam,
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Embiid, Big Clint, Giannis. You needed. Boston was extremely I think that's what really hurt them in their heat.
And then
series.
Robert Williams, correct? It's Robert
He's
Williams.
good, but he's 6'8".
But now you get to let him play that power forward position. He's gonna thrive so much more than him playing the center, in my opinion, where he doesn't have to play oversized people.
I don't know. I disagree. I think.
Tatum
He was
center.
complete. He was very. You think Robert Williams is a center?
Tatum plays the 4.
I feel like what they're gonna have to do now with Kemba being gone is you have Jalen play the 2, you have Tatum play the 3.
I think they're bringing back Fournier.
Okay, and I mean,
So
do you think Smart's
Fournier.
gonna be off the bench?
No, I would say Smart,
So
Fournier, Brown, Tatum, and a big.
I think I would have Fournier come off the bench. I would have Smart run the 1, Jalen the 2, Tatum the 3, Robert at the 4. That's what you got to do. I mean, what you saw them get killed this season because they lacked a big. So now you get 2 bigs and one who already was successful, one on your squad who was pretty successful last year until he got hurt, and Robert Williams. It's like they're finally getting the squad together.
I don't know. I would not play Williams at the 4 because he can't shoot or space the floor.
Would you play Horford at the 4?
No, I think Williams is a 5, but I
Small
think
ball
he's
Undersized
he's a
5?
small ball 5. That's what he is. He's a small ball 5.
He's what Derek Favors can't be.
Yeah, so maybe a trade with Utah. Who knows? That would
That'd be
be
crazy.
amazing for them. But
So
I
who would
think
Utah give them?
I'm not even sure. I don't even want to think about that. But I
Word.
think Horford at the 5, Tatum at the 4, Brown at the 3, Smart at the 1, and that 2 guard is the question mark. Or maybe you can have Pritchard at the 1, Smart at the 2, Brown at the 3, Tatum at the 4, and Horford at the 5. Horford is going to start, no doubt about it.
I
I
agree.
think Williams still comes off the bench, and it's really going to be a competition between him, Thompson, and Brown to see who that second string center is going to be.
You think they bring back Thompson?
It depends. I don't know if I think he's still on the roster
I could look.
contractually. I think he's still there.
Where is he? It's a good ass question. I don't remember.
But what players at the 16th overall pick do you think can be there?
That's a rib question.
Sean Highland, Cooper might be there. Jared Butler.
Deshaun Holland?
Nice Sean
Oh.
Highland. He's from VCU.
Next
VCU.
I thought you were just talking
Tristan's
about
on
one
the squad
chance.
next year.
There's a lot of guys that could be there. Kispert could possibly be there.
Jared Butler.
Jared
I'll look
Butler.
up a mock right now.
Who's the kid from Tennessee?
Jaden Springer.
How about Kai Jones?
Kai Jones is really good. He's a project though. Project.
Yeah, Kai Jones is actually who they have right now at 16.
Jaden Springer is 18. Yeah, I think he's only 18 years
Yep.
old.
They have Jaden at 17.
Yeah, so it's a lot of, but it's a project. You're getting a project at 16.
I think that's what OKC's really at right now.
So you think OKC leans big? They just traded away 2 of them.
They have
my take.
Poku and they have Basley.
I think OKC is going to draft Mobley.
Yeah, once they get Mobley, I think they're done getting a big.
Okay.
I think Springer
Mobley
would probably
would be
be the
huge
guy
for
they
them.
get. The younger
Mobley
guy.
could be the second overall pick.
They have him right now as the number 2 projected.
Who they have it too?
Green or
They have
Mobley.
Green so it's Cade, Mobley, Green, Suggs.
No, I'm saying what team is that too?
Oh, I'm sorry, Detroit.
That makes sense. Okay.
The
Detroit
lottery's tonight.
I know it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Trust me, I know.
Word,
'Cause
you
if
do.
we don't get the 4th pick, I'm shipping out. We don't get a top 4
I mean,
pick.
where
I'm
are
outta
you
here.
guys right now?
We're projected to go 9, which goes, I think, to Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando.
See?
You want Jalen Suggs?
I actually do. I really do. Suggs.
That'd be huge.
Yeah.
When I play
want Cade.
2K, when I play 2K, he's always getting drafted to Chicago.
Really?
That's cool.
Yeah.
He never gets drafted. I hope we get one. I hope that ball goes and we get the number. Because if we get the number 1 pick, oh, man.
What's your opinion on Scotty Barnes?
Draymond.
Yeah? Do you
Yeah.
think that he falls, or you think he goes relatively high?
He'll be in the top 10.
Okay, because right now he's projected 7.
Who's 7?
Toronto. I don't think they really need that. I mean, you got
They
Boucher.
have OG and Pascal.
Yeah, OG, Pascal.
Can't shoot either. Scotty's really like Draymond.
Or I don't think Toronto needs that at all, truthfully. Especially with Kyle Lowry, might be heading out.
You know who needs that? Sacramento.
Sacramento, right now they have them going guard.
Who?
Keon Johnson,
So they're gonna trade Buddy Hield.
which I don't agree with. I mean, I like your package
Keon,
for sure.
Keon is a lockdown defender.
And I guess with De'Aaron, I mean, right now Sacramento,
De'Aaron plays defense.
They need defense, of course. De'Aaron is,
But then you
perfect.
had Halliburton, so why would you get Keon?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make that much sense.
I would like Kuminga there.
Okay,
Sacramento.
okay.
They don't have a,
Well, Kuminga they have going 5.
well, I know that, but I'm saying because Barnes is, get somebody.
Yeah, I agree.
I would like Kuminga to go there. That's just me though.
Man, I just want to see who gets the 8th overall pick.
Yeah, that should
pick-
be interesting.
That pick is gonna be a bust.
Yeah, you think so?
Most
Is
likely.
that just
yeah.
history?
So if Cade was there, would you say it's a bust?
Yeah, he's not gonna be there.
I'm saying if he was there, would you say it's a bust?
If Mobley lands to 8, bust.
The history of the 8th overall pick: Ntilikina,
Oh my god.
Obi Toppin.
Oh, so you're saying
Knicks.
Obi's a bust?
Colin-
Hold on. Knicks.
Well,
Knicks.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
pretty
he's a
much.
bust, but I'm saying it is a possibility. He could
Kevin
be.
Knox?
Look, I'm gonna name you.
No way.
I'm gonna name you the number 8 overall pick the last 10 years.
They're all Knicks.
Afro Camino,
Oh.
Brandon Knight, Terrence Ross, Contavious Caldwell Pope, Nick Stauskas,
Hey, Cole Pope. not a
Stanley
bust.
Johnson, Marquise Chris, Frankie Lakina, Colin Sexton, not a bust. Jackson Hayes, and then Obi Toppin this past
If
year.
you're a top 10 pick, you should be an all-star.
That's a hot take.
No, that's a fact.
All-Star is strong.
All-
One-time All-Star at least.
Yeah, at least one. And Colin Sexton is the only guy who's probably going to maybe make the All-Star team. It's tough for
You're
him
a
to make.
lottery pick.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Listen,
Lottery
I'm
means you're a
with you.
franchise guy.
But you just look at the NBA. It's just drafts really are a crapshoot. You're 100% right. Other than the
I think it's more due to two things: teams having just bad organizations of development, and teams not knowing how to scout and reaching
correct.
for guys that
I
don't
think
deserve to go
the
that
third,
high.
another one would be situations.
Yeah.
very
For
true.
example, I think Anthony Bennett was never supposed to be the number
That
one
was
overall pick.
ridiculous.
I can't
don't-
believe
he
it
just
even
jumped
happened.
up boards though. Like he came out of nowhere. Like that was I
only
think
only the Cavs would do something like that.
well, they drafted Kyrie,
All right,
Yeah,
that,
Wiggins.
that was easy.
Deion Waiters,
Thompson, Wiggins.
I'm hearing mistake.
Wiggins was a mistake. You
I
got
mean,
LeBron.
we got love. Because,
No, you got love, but then that
yes.
led to LBJ.
Yeah,
You guys,
for real. That number, you're right though.
Garland was a
number one
good pick.
Garland was a good
Cleveland
pick.
isn't bad in the draft.
I mean, recently for sure, but other than Kyrie,
Thompson was all right.
he was okay.
Dion,
But
was
he had
like,
LeBron to help him out too.
Oh God,
It's not
LeBron
it's
can't
not
help
a
him get
bad thing.
rebounds.
I mean, LeBron
Come
can teach
on.
him how to run the pick and roll efficiently.
I mean, yeah, but LeBron can't help him do his best job, and it's rebounding.
True or false? LeBron played a significant role in him getting 85 mil, and then we'll go on to the next topic.
All right, true.
Thank you. Go ahead.